we never knew how this teaching is going to be, because it for us also as teachers, it was our first online teaching experience. And for you all also, the students, I got so many phone calls, ma'am, how are we going to be taught? We won't be able to understand. So this was the first of its course. So your names will go down in the first batch of ICS being the online batch, prepared this way. Now, the other thing was that we tried to, at the same time, never left our traditional way of teaching behind. And we were still using the chalk and talk, and was interesting because right here on this wall, I would have a board where you could be seeing what it is and you all could understand better, because it was like teaching, and that was not virtual, but it was like actually being there. You all came to the class. It was always good to see you all, because I could make out from your faces whether you're straight out of bed or you were ready into the class. Now, the other very, very heartening thing is, again, a first time, is that by the end of the course, each and every student of this batch has already got through some exam, and not one, even two to three. So which is again a landmark. This is the first of its kind, where every student has already got through. And now each one of you present here is going to be a chooser. You're already confused. Ma'am, I have 3. I don't know where to go, but you have many more coming your way. But something which I made it a point to tell each and every person is, I would start my classes, what made you happy today? So that was the first thing. And when I started from the first day, so it was a very difficult question. But then the more and more we discussed, each one of us, the minute we are there for the class, being there every day is itself a very, and we are all safe and sound. So that is a cause of happiness. So happiness we have to find from within. Now this course here that we have done, though each one of you is aiming for a different professional course, we have tried to dovetail everything that you wanted in terms of the written exam, in terms of the GD and the interview, though not a part of the course, but at ICS, the vision is that we want to do the best for you. So the best in terms of whatever we can help, and that was our aim. And that was kind of reinforced by Dr. Das every day, that everything that they want should be done. Anything and everything. And that is why Nahid ma'am and Sanchita ma'am both were working with you right from the beginning. So it's been a lovely time being with you all. And now, before I say anything, I would like Dr. Das to first say a few words, and then each faculty member to share their experiences, and then each one of you share your experiences at ICS.
Thank you very much, Dr. Gupta. Students, I'm delighted to be in this galaxy of superstars. Your director, Dr. Vanna Gupta, also a faculty member. The coordinator of this course, Ms. Upasna Kapoor. The eminent faculty, Mrs. Rita David, Mrs. Rashmi Kapoor, Mrs. Nahid Verma, Ms. Sanchita Divedi, the resource person, Mr. Anish Tandon, technical support by our brilliant product head, Vineet Singh, all of them superstars who have put you on the track of stardom through their efforts to bring out the best in you, to prepare you thoroughly for the entrance exam in these very difficult circumstances. And you have risen to the occasion. You have achieved success by getting into your dream campus. And this is amazing. When you started the course, we had just about witnessed the beginning of the COVID catastrophe. And we quickly went online And the trajectory of learning has been huge because everyone put their heart into making this program a huge success, which it has been, because the end result shows that all of you have not only got one dream campus, but others that you have to choose from. So, right now, there's a confusion of choice. So, once again, heartiest congratulations, students. I have also realized that what we have learned is it's not just going to be the survival of the fittest, but the survival of the fittest and the quickest. So, in this scenario of adversity, we have also learned to make the most of opportunity. You made the most of this course, you've pursued your hobbies and interests, you also connected with family and friends in a different way. Your emotional quotient went up. A new equilibrium will emerge. The post COVID world is going to be very different to the pre COVID one. And students, all of you, have to play a leadership role in making sure that the best is preserved. We found that there was a wonderful revival of nature, blue skies, clean air. There was so much more beauty around us. You can make a difference. As you go to your different campuses, work with students, create communities to ensure that we make the world a better place. There are going to be difficulties because our economy and global economy has been hit and it'll take at least 2 years to stage a comeback. If you're entrepreneurial, if you pick up certain skills like digital marketing, analytics, design thinking, right now you can be earning. If you're great at English, do a course in content writing. There's a big demand for it. Start earning, become that specialist today. So, digital marketing, analytics, content writing, making websites if you're creative, doing UI, UX courses, pick up everything that the world will require in a digitized avatar of each and every career field. So each career field will require these particular courses. And if you take them up, you will be future ready. Our course, I think, has made you future ready. And I'm delighted how well you participated. And I would like to, from the very beginning of our program, thank each and every superstar present in your midst for giving you such excellent guidance and training so that you could gain mastery and crack the general mental ability test so that you could do brilliantly in the GD interviews. You have practiced, you were rehearsed, you worked hard. And I've always said success comes when opportunity meets with preparation. And you put in that effort, you're seeing the results. And once this session is on, I'd love to answer your questions before the closing of the session. But I'd like to share one of my favorite thoughts presently, that there was a time when we said, and Robert Frost wrote this, two roads diverged in the woods. And Mrs. Rita David, who is my teacher and guru, taught me this particular poem when I was in college. Two roads diverged in the woods, and I took the one less traveled by, and it made all the difference. Now, today it has changed. I would say infinite roads diverge in the woods. Have the courage to take the least traveled by, and if possible, make one of your own. So, with these words, I will put the pause button right now for the program to continue. I'm thrilled to be with you, and it's going to be a memorable day for us, just like we have created history at ICS in our 35-year journey. This closing session, which is for the first time a virtual one, is another milestone. Thank you all. Thank you, Dr. Gupta. Thank you, all the superstars in the room. And congratulations, students. All the best. as you embark on a brilliant future, a splendid future of great happiness, of success. May you find meaning in your life. May you be fulfilled, and may you always be happy. Thank you very much.
Ma'am, I request you to now say a few words to the students and your experience.
Well, the experience was one that filled me with fear and dread. And Amrita and Ajit, her brother, they contacted me and got me onto Zoom. Main thing is that I taught myself from this personal life, I sort of re-emerged because of Amrita, and she said, of course, you can do it. I mean, the rest of the faculty is young and I'm ancient. So I was very
Not
nervous.
at all, ma'am. You're the youngest at heart.
But I was really scared, and the main thing is that you're coming online. I didn't want to make a fool of myself. So I was thinking, no, I think I'll withdraw from the course. I'm not going to be able to teach online. But then Vineet encouraged me, and I was talking to him and Vandana and Upasna, and of course Amrita, who sort of insisted that, of course, you're going to do it. And it was a wonderful experience. Young people smiling and, taking part in everything, doing what the teacher told them to do. They could have worked harder, of course, which all teachers keep saying. Thank you for being there. Thank you, Amrita, for helping me to, reach another milestone in my life, because I really didn't think I'd be able to do it. And I'm talking from at the stage when I think, going to be 72 in November. So that's a huge ancient age as compared to all of you. You're young and savvy. For me, everything is like difficult, but it was wonderful. And the students responded. That is the main thing. And the first two classes, I was very shaky, but then after that, I found my feet and it was really great. So thank you, Amrita, Vandana, Upasna, and all the young students whom I taught. Thank you.
Ma'am, you brought a wealth of knowledge, and that knowledge is unparalleled. Knowledge has no age.
Absolutely, I agree. I agree. Thank you, ma'am. Rashmi?
Yes. First of all, I would like to congratulate all the students, and they have done very well. And personally, I think ICS gives me a learning platform every time. So this was one learning thing that, like enhanced my work with the technology to take classes on Zoom. Slight glitches here and there because of the connectivity. Otherwise, it was really wonderful teaching online. To all the students are very cooperative and very into the material that was given to them, ready to learn, eager to do new thing. And logical reasoning is not a very easy topic. They were ready for that. Everything went quite smoothly. It was really nice teaching this batch. Thank you all. And thank you, Dr. Das, for this another journey and many more to come like this.
Absolutely. Life is full of wonderful journeys and full of surprises.
Absolutely. Nahi, ma'am.
My heartiest congratulations, all of you. And it gives me great joy to see you all blossom into wonderful, confident young people. And I'm so proud of you. And when we started, I know Anish would just pretend that he couldn't hear me and he would vamoose. And then I figured out that that was a trick, so he didn't have to speak. Yes. So, but then, I'm so proud that you all did so well. And so what is most important, students, is having a good language. Like always said, that not to use slangs, use good language when you speak, because what has been done always, it's a set rule. It doesn't matter that 5 years back or 10 years later, you'll still be required to wear a suit, you'll still be required to speak good language. So don't use slangs. Make sure that you dress up for an interview. Work on deep knowledge, domain knowledge, read, research, don't talk offhand. So all that, and I'm so glad that you all studied, you studied deep. Kavya, I'm so proud of you. And Sahil and, Anish, I'm looking forward to your new achievements as you move on to other interviews and other entrance exams. So all of you have done me so proud, and keep it up. And this is for life.
And Khushi and Shrestha also, who are present.
Khushi and Shrestha, yes, but some of them were open, but these kids, Kavya and Sahil were quiet, and Anish was quiet, and I'm so happy that they have come. Isn't it, Sanchita? What do you have to say?
And Astha, all looking so bright.
All of them looking so bright and so confident, and so I'm so proud of you. Sanchita, what do you have to say?
And I also find that they're dressed very elegantly.
Yes.
All of them are dressed so elegantly for this closing session. Totally impressed.
Sanchita.
So today I got to know the secret why Anish used to dress up like a footballer in the initial classes. So he just revealed that he's very passionate about football, and then, we kind of reiterated, and he started looking very handsome in formals, and all the students here started looking very chic as they attended classes. You might have seen that I was there for about the first 8-9 days when I wasn't there. I wish I could have continued all throughout the duration of the course. I'm really grateful to Dr. Das for giving me the opportunity of, teaching young students. This is the first time I did this, and I really enjoyed it. I wanted to be a part of the entire session. I wish my bandwidth had allowed me to continue taking regular classes along with my, my full-time media and communication work at ICS. But it was enjoyable. It was equally a learning opportunity for me as much as it was for the students. For Rita ma'am, as she said, the learning was more technological. For me, well, the whole teaching part was a learning process. Interacting with students, and that was great. And I just like to say this during the session, that, just be students all your life. You are students. Never, once you complete your graduation and then your post-graduation, people have a tendency to stop learning. Dr. Das is here, Dr. Gupta is here, Rita ma'am is here. They're all learning. They're still learning. So, if you're a student at heart, then success will always be yours, because you'll always learn what you need to learn during that period of time. And it'll be great. It'll keep you young at heart, energetic always.
Abhita and Sonakshi, I think please convey to them that they've done fabulously well too. Abhita has done very well, started shaky, but I think gained confidence, is doing so well. And Kriti, so all of them who are not there, so please congratulate them from all of us. And it has been fabulous.
Upasana ma'am.
Well, I would just like to say that it's been a very nice and a very interactive session with the students and with our respected teachers. It's been a technical journey for me because this was the first time we had the course online. And since I was coordinating, I had to be very prompt and very methodical. And the students had made me a robot. The whole time they would say, ma'am, there's no electricity. Please ask Vinit sir to log me in. Ma'am, please send me this paper. And the teachers requesting in 2 minutes, I want this paper. So it was working like a computer the whole time.
You are the most human robot the world has known, Upasana.
But ma'am, I saw the intensity, the depth of explanation that the teachers were doing with the students. And, I also realized that you have Narsi Munji, you have Christ with so many technical glitches, but ICS throughout, not a single technical glitch in the entire course. ICS is the best, ma'am.
The teachers have given a feedback. Now the students. Anish, can we start with you, your experience at ICS?
I remember my first day when I logged in. I was the first student to log in, and Amrita ma'am said, "You are looking very nice." And I was literally feeling shy at that moment. And then slowly, steadily, I started getting motivated, and I was really tense. And I had left maths in my class 11th and 12th, so I was very tense about that. But the way ma'am taught us was so beautiful and so nice that I was able to cope up with that. And talking about that personal interviews and all, I remember my first interview and that went very bad, I would say. And after that, Nahid ma'am motivated me, told me the way I have to say, the way I have to speak, gave me some important points which really helped me a lot.
Anish, what are your future plans?
Like to pursue with BBA and MBA
And after that,
job.
what kind of job? I mean, have a big picture in front of you. What is it that you want to be in life?
um, Management and
All right. I'm sure you will think about it because management is a vast field. I want you to
yes,
think of how you become an icon. Each one of you, think of how you can become first youth icons and then professional icons in your field. Please keep that in mind.
yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Anish. And that reminds me that I
Thank you.
have to ask and request Dr. Gupta to teach me math. I've been asking for a long while, and maybe we can have a Zoom class. I'm very good with reasoning and logic, but mathematics, I always have my calculator with me. You guys are far better off than I am. If I were to take an exam today, I'm sure I wouldn't be able to get through unless I had Dr. Gupta teaching me all the tricks of the trade.
Thank you, Dr. Das. Kavya, your experience?
My experience, I remember my first day, what I was and what I am now. And in this starting, I was really shy and I was not able to talk to anyone. I was not able to say anything in the class. And now I'm that much capable that I have cleared 3 colleges interview. And I was shocked with my with my
Wow.
result that I have cleared all the 3 colleges.
Very good.
Wonderful.
Wonderful.
Well done, Kavya. So happy to know about how you evolved from a shy student to an outgoing one.
Khushi.
Ma'am, it has been a wonderful experience and it has definitely given me some confidence, which I was not at all feeling at the beginning of the sessions. And also the one-on-one sessions which Nahid ma'am gave us, it has definitely given us confidence. And yeah, it has definitely helped us in all the sessions like maths and all of that. It has really helped us. And when we used to say that, ma'am, we don't understand it, and used to repeat it 2 to 3 times. Thank you, ma'am, for that. It has really helped us, all the classes.
Thank you.
Patience is Dr. Gupta's hallmark. Thank you, Dr. Gupta.
Thank you. Astha.
So starting with the first day, I was doing the class and my maternal aunt was like, seems like my house has turned into a cyber cafe. Everybody's there on laptops and phones doing their classes.
Yeah.
So I realized that I'm not the only one who's doing it. Everybody's there on, technology to work through the life. At the same time, the days followed and I thought it would be very boring. I will turn off my video and I will just sleep. I won't get up in the morning. It's very boring. The first day I was like that. But from the second day when I started, it was like I used to see the smiling faces of the teachers. They were so motivated early in the morning. And I was like, if they are motivated for us, then we should be motivated for ourselves to do something. So from that, I used to get motivated and I used to work. So whatever worksheets we used to get, so I used to take out a printout and I used to work on them before the class. The next day, I used to clear my queries. And the best part was every day the teachers were smiling. And I was like, how is it possible? Every day they are not even scolding us for anything. And I remember Vandana ma'am, she caught me one day that I just came straight away from the bed to the class. And she was like, do you want to wash your face? During the course, I've learned a lot, each and every aspect. From Rita ma'am, the English words, the difficult English words and the capitals with so much difficult pronunciations. Moving on to Nahid ma'am and Sanchita ma'am, telling us how to sit, how to wear clothes, how to tie your hair during the interviews. And then to Vandana ma'am, she used Like, you are not going anywhere, come back. If we used to switch off the video, then she was like, where are you, come back, are you there, are you there? I was like, oh no. Then Rashmi ma'am, I attended her class when she was doing a service aptitude. So my first class was with her. I was the only one who was talking in the class, I believe. Then I backed
Very
off. I
nice.
don't know why. And coming to everyone, at the last of the course, I was like, I've learned a lot of things. Like Vandana ma'am used to ask us, what made you happy? Every day she used to ask her. So I understood that every day something can be there which can make us happy. So we have to find it out. We should not say that we had a bad day, because something or the other must have been good.
Very good.
And yes, it was very interesting to be there in the.
Thank you, Asta,
Thank
for
you.
your very candid feedback about how you grew at every stage of the course. I loved your very candid exposition of it. Thank you.
Shrestha.
Um, Yes, ma'am. As Astha said, that the smiles of the teacher motivated us. That's true because every time when we switched on our videos, the positivity which was there through you all had motivated us and have helped us to attend the class regularly and to work on the sheets. In spite we have no one to check on us. We have to do it back home and do our sheets all by ourselves. And the teaching aspect, the teachers are so learned, and the way they teach us through online class also seems like they have been doing it from a long time. The basics that Rita ma'am has told us in English, we haven't learned them since past many years. We are learning English from a long time. The reasoning class, I had skipped it first class. So when I saw the sheets, I was like, there's nothing to get taught in it. Why are we having a class on it? But when I attended my class, I realized that there is lot more to learn than I think. And on the group discussion and personal interview, Nahid ma'am was very cooperative. I was not feeling very well for past few days, and ma'am had video called me at 1 in the night to take my interview since I was absent. So she was extremely cooperative, and Sanchita ma'am as well. The way they guided us, both of them together in the class, gave us more beneficial classes. I have already been attending the counseling classes, so I had already had high hopes for these as well. And when it was announced that we'll be having online classes, so I was a bit nervous about it, that how I will be able to communicate, because I always have a lot of doubts during the class. So I was like, I was not sure how will I clear my doubts, but it was very easy since the teaching was so good. I was not having a lot of doubts, and since the teachers were cooperative, I could easily ask my doubts even after the class as well.
Thank you, Shrestha.
Thank you,
And thank
Shrestha.
you, Pasna
Shrestha.
ma'am, for cooperating with us. She used to call us 5 to 6 times a day so that we attend our class. Everyone was so particular to for us to be
Thank you.
there for the class and
Oh,
complete our work.
Pasna ma'am's dedication was very, very much there. Because of her, I have done 3 or 4 classes. I was going to skip them, and she used to call us, where are you? Are you attending the class or
Yes,
not?
yes.
We
Most of
sorely
us,
miss
because of
them.
Vandana ma'am and Upasana ma'am being so particular about our classes, we used to attend it. Firstly, we used to feel a bit lazy and don't like to attend the classes. But once we start attending the class, the positivity motivates us.
Very
Do
good.
you
Thank
see
you.
how important this played in your success, an important role of being regular, of being self motivated, of being punctual? All that went into it. And I'm so glad that you have shared, because these are ingredients of success.
Sahil.
Ma'am, may I just add one thing here
Yes,
before
yes.
Sahil? Yeah, so this is the first time I've seen Shrestha speak so much. Because, and I'd like to congratulate Nahid ma'am for it a lot, because in the first week she was one of the quietest students. And Shrestha, you may remember that in that first week your audio hardly ever worked, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So I mean, this is the first time I think I've seen you speak at length like that. It's very good
Thank
to
you,
hear
ma'am.
you talk so
Marvelous.
confidently.
The metamorphosis of Shrestha. Metamorphosis. Wonderful.
Sahil.
Ma'am, I think the biggest thing I learned being at ICS was punctuality. Even when we were 5 minutes late, we just got a big scolding from Vandana ma'am and Upasana ma'am for being late. And I remember one day when we were late about around for 5 to 10 minutes, Vandana ma'am had skipped the class for that day. She wanted us to be punctual at that very moment. And I would also like to reveal this today that in the starting 2 to 3 times when I was feeling very sleepy lying in my bed, I used to message Upasana ma'am that I am not well, I will not be able to take my class. But later on, when the classes went so much interactive, I got a lot interested in the classes. I never skipped the classes anymore, except when I had a valid reason to skip them. And I would like to thank Vandana ma'am and Nahid ma'am for building up confidence in me. And I had mathematics in my class 11th and 12th, but somewhere or the other, I also had the fear for mathematics. And Vandana ma'am helped me to drive away that fear. I would like to thank all the faculty members for making me who I am today and for making me achieve what I wanted in my life right at the moment.
Thank you, Sahil. You stated it so profoundly. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ma'am, I wanted to include something.
Yes.
During the course, I learned that we should never lose hope, because something happened with me, in the sense some situation was there. I gave my CRIS entrance exam and interview in the second session, and I did not clear it. In the sense, the message came, we regret to tell you that you're not selected. I was very disheartened, but I was also motivated for the third session because I failed it. But then, on the day of the exam of session 3, I received a message that candidate, you are selected for Delhi Christ University Delhi campus. So somewhere it ignited the hope in me that yes, if you can go to Delhi, yes, you can go to Bangalore as well. So that motivated me before the exam only, and then yes, I did very well in that. And also thanking Pooja ma'am for psychology, as no one was there to teach me psychology. Vandana ma'am and Upasana ma'am shared a contact of Pooja ma'am. She helped me with the topics, and whatever she told me, it did come there in the
Oh,
paper.
wonderful.
So it was very useful. Yeah.
We'll convey your thanks to Pooja ma'am.
So it was great knowing your experiences, and the others are having their interview at this point of time. So they were not here. But what I learned as a teacher was something interesting when they were doing their papers. So it became a big question of how do we correct? Because when you correct your own paper, no, you don't know. So then it dawned on me, okay, so all of you do your questions and you WhatsApp your answers on the WhatsApp group. So they would WhatsApp their answers on the group. And then according to how they're seated, how we see them on this Zoom profile, I would tell them, every person to your right, you're going to be correcting his paper or her paper. And they would, choose from the WhatsApp that particular answer and they would correct it perfectly. And within seconds, they would put the marks on the WhatsApp group again. Everybody would know their marks. And then we saved so much of time because then the interaction and the discussion started. Even the mock papers were amazing because to correct first, what we thought was, okay, email your answers to us. So emailing means then we saw the email and each paper was corrected, which has 200 questions and then getting back. So again, the thing dawned on me. I said, okay, so we do it on the WhatsApp group and told them how a short WhatsApp can be made. They did it. And all our mocks we've been correcting on the WhatsApp with the answers.
So I can see that there was a lot of innovation and creativity,
Yes.
and above all, high touch along with high tech.
High touch.
And that
Yes.
human touch is so important. It has to go, but precede high tech. So our
Precede-
course was a high touch,
High
high
tech.
tech one.
And then it was amazing one day when we had no electricity. So my laptop went off. So I ran before this could switch off. I got my iPad. When the iPad battery ran off, I came to my phone and on the Zoom. So I could see how fast, we could adopt something which was difficult earlier. But each and every class, and all credit goes to Vineet. Not a single day did we have any glitch where we could not have a class. Every single day to perfection, the classes were held, and he would make sure that in time he had sent the invite. Everybody was there, everybody could hear, and anyone who had problem, there at the back he was, okay, I will just look into it, and within seconds, I would say, everything was put right.
Now, to add to that, I'd like you to know, students, that Vineet has a background of engineering and he's done MBA from a very prestigious institute, the Great Lakes in Bangalore. He has a very heavy work schedule at ICS, but he created time for all of you. And that is so important, to be able to find the time to do something which will help people and move away from your work and then get back to it. So I really appreciate how Vinit did it. And as a result, he used to work till sometime 1 or 2 in the morning to complete his other tasks.
So at the end, I would always say that this may be the end of this course, but the beginning of our association with each one of you. And we make sure that we will take you through not just to your campus, but beyond. So whenever you need us, we're always there. And I want to thank Dr. Das for her continuous support and guidance of what can be done. And ma'am, of course, who has always been our mentor and always bringing life to the classes. And there's so much of fun with her.
Yes.
And that what we missed definitely was the coffee. So we said, okay, the virtual coffee will do. When we meet, we can have our own coffee at our own respective places, but we will enjoy. Rashmi ma'am, Vineet, Nahid, Sanchita, and of course Upasna for her continuous. So Upasna knows how to take cam scam. I'm on the cam scam. I'm taking this thing and sending it to them. Okay, it's not going by email. I'll send it to WhatsApp. So all possible ways of sending papers we devised. So it was a great time being with you all.
I would also, before you end, I'd like to invite the students to come and visit us once the lockdown is over. So we can plan a get together and meet at ICS. Also, if you have individual queries, don't hesitate to get in touch and answer those queries. We can have a talk through Zoom or WhatsApp or just a normal call, but remain connected. Because remember, we are going to be with you in your journey from class to career and beyond. So do remain in touch. Dr. Gupta, we'll make sure that there's a celebration when we all get together. Would you like that?
Yes.
Everyone, students, would you like that?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Definitely.
Yes, ma'am.
So great. Thank you, everyone, for being here. And the WhatsApp group will remain, so you can keep posting wherever next that you get through any other information, any other help. We are there to help you. So thank you so much.